Hey everybody, pre-production Rick here. Kind of just thought that this was going to be too long of a video to do in one giant thing because I've got a lot of stuff to go through. It's been a crazy, crazy November when it comes to media collecting. So I'm breaking this into two videos. The video that you're watching right now is my Barnes & Noble Criterion pickups, eBay pickups, as well as some Black Friday pickups. The next video, which the link will be in the eye as well as the description down below, will be one of the biggest, most disturbing, and craziest media pickups that I have seen in a long time. A lot of out-of-print stuff, a lot of boutique stuff, and a lot of extreme underground stuff. So if you like that kind of stuff, hit the like, go to part 2 as well after this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So now we gotta do what, the little intro thing? I don't know about you, but I have been exhausted this month. Hey everybody, Mr. Eric Jenkins coming at you with a brand new video. Hopefully you guys had a wonderful holidays and some great times to spend with your family and friends. And it's been kind of a weird, all jokes aside, it's been a weird kind of Black Friday experience for myself. But I do have some Black Friday pickups that I'm going to go into and talk about my experience with Black Friday as a whole this year. So if you like this type of stuff, please thumbs up the video, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and let's get down to brass tacks. Brass tacks? Ugh. So first pickups I have are from the November Criterion 50% off sale at Barnes & Noble. All month long they were doing 50% off Criterion. I didn't go as overboard as I would have thought because in video 2, link up here, I actually pick up a lot of Criterion stuff, spoiler alert. So I kind of was good when it came to making retail purchases that were boutique because I knew there was a lot of stuff to be had with that purchase. But we kind of went with a David Lynch feel this time around. And I did pick up a couple titles for some friends for Christmas, so ho 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 everybody. First up we have Elephant Man, really kind of interesting David Lynch film. Kind of a blind buy. I knew a little bit about this from high school. I never really got into it, but I'm going to try again and see. I think I had it on in the background during something, and I just never really got into it. I think it was like a really crappy rip, so who knows. We have The Art Life, which is a David Lynch kind of like biopic depicting his life and going through art school and going into his film career. So this is going to be an interesting little documentary. And this one was $29.99, so it was $15, which is not too bad. And then this, another inexpensive title, another blind buy, but I looked up the synopsis and I checked out the trailer. Looks super interesting, kind of batshit, if you will. Jellyfish Eyes. Kind of a really cute, animated, like live action film where like these people have these like little like creatures, kind of like Pokemon in a way. So I'm very excited to check this out. This is a Takeshi Murakami film. So kind of some blind buys from Barnes & Noble, but when they're 50% off, you kind of can do that. Next up are some of my eBay purchases. We have American Gothic. Now, growing up, I loved seeing this cover at Blockbuster or like the mom and pop movie stores and always wanted to rent it. And of course my mom's like, no, what are you doing? We rent that. So we'll rent Jack Frost, the 1997 horror edition, versus the family-friendly version. But I've always loved this cover. I heard it was very mediocre at best, but Scream Factory released for $5 with shipping, or plus shipping, couldn't really complain about that. Plus, now I get to watch it. Next up, we have a handful from one seller. This is from My Iron Lungs. Really awesome deals coming from his or her end, so I'm going to leave a link down below if you're interested in boutique stuff. A lot of cool stuff. So we have Flesh Eating Mothers, a Vinegar Syndrome release with the slipcover. So that is pretty cool. Kind of just a campy, comedy horror film. We have some more Criterion with The Virgin Suicides, a Miss Coppola film. A lot of people remember that one. This is a little controversial. We have Lords of Chaos. A lot of people in the black metal community despise this film, and a lot of people like this film for the depiction of black metal. So it's kind of like up in the air about you know, who Mayhem was and who all the people in the Norwegian black metal scene were. I have yet to watch it, so I'm gonna watch this hopefully soon. This is a Vice Films, which is actually pretty interesting, but it's like kind of the like black metal soap, like Disney Channel kids movie where, you know, it's like, we're gonna start a band, and then it's like, we're gonna add this other guy in a band, and then it's like, oh man, he killed a guy in our band. You know, kind of one of those things from like what a lot of people say. Next up, we have Blue Underground's releasing of Maniac, which I'm a little upset that I picked this up because I found another version of it with the big box version. So I'm like kind of tempted to like resell this and get the big box version. But right now, this is suffice. Probably one of my favorite slasher films to recommend to people that are interested in getting into slashers. We have a Brian De Palma film, Dressed to Kill, another Criterion release. Another blind buy, but, you know, I think it was like 12 bucks. Each of these films were like 10 to 12 bucks a piece, so I couldn't complain. Next up, we have The Mutilator, an Arrow release. Really kind of fun, campy 80s slasher film. You know, rich kids going to a cabin or whatever, and, you know, guys on the loose. And then a nice Bruce Campbell kind of fun Synapse release of Maniac Cop. Maniac Cop is a series that I've seen for a very long time, and I never gave it the time of day for whatever reason, so might as well do it now. Which I know I'm probably going to get blasted in the comments for that, but, you know, hey, I'm trying it now, so let's stay positive. Next up, I have two pickups from Walmart. These were early Black Friday pickups. My local Walmart put out the shippers, I would say, Sunday night going into Monday before Thanksgiving. So I had the opportunity to check out some of their releases. Nothing super crazy caught my eye when it came to games or a lot of media in particular from Walmart or Target. So it was kind of, I was kind of bummed at the beginning, but then Best Buy kind of came through and became like the champion of pre-Black Friday. And all of my shopping was done the week before, or the week of Thanksgiving. So like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Sunday. That we did go to the mall on Sunday. I did pick up one title, but Best Buy was the supreme winner when it came to media pickups for Black Friday. But you sound off down below how y'all did with your pickups and where you ended up going. I also did get some Vinegar Syndrome stuff and Severin film stuff, so please do not tell my wife how much I spent on that. Not good. But that's going to be coming up for, I'll put that for like December pickups because they haven't shipped them out yet because they're always super busy. But 50% off their titles. And then I also have a couple Cyber Monday stuff coming in, so I'm going to do those for December as well. Nothing super crazy, but let's stop rambling, let's go. So we have some 4Ks. We have Batman, the Robert Pattinson Batman, 4K with slip. Very, very cool. Really enjoyed this film. And I kind of wanted to watch it in the comfort of my own home because I do have a pretty nice little setup. And when we saw it in theaters, there was a couple people that were being kind of loud, so it was kind of disruptive, but I loved the film overall. And then next up we have Everything Everywhere All at Once, the 4K special edition with slip. Very, very interesting artwork there. Another film I still need to see from A24. My wife and I are planning on watching this in December because we both have really wanted to watch this, and a couple of my friends have been, you know, kind of pestering me to watch it. So her and I are going to sit down and watch that soon. And lastly, we have our pickup from Best Buy. So as you can see, no Target, Walmart, Best Buy. Big difference. So first up, we are going to do, this was one particular day. This actually was a couple weeks prior to Black Friday. They ended up having some Criterions, which was very interesting. Night of the Living Dead 4K. This came out around, a little before Halloween. And spoiler alert, they price match. So, I was able to get that for the 25 spot versus their, I believe they had it at 40 bucks or something like that, 35 or 40. But there were a couple other Criterion films at Best Buy, which was interesting because I know they have some Arrow stuff and they do get some boutique stuff here and there, but it was interesting to see that there, and I couldn't, you know, the Barnes & Noble where I'm at is garbage. There's like maybe like 10 DVDs total, and like 5 of them are House of Gucci. So like they don't stock any Criterion, so I actually have to go to there's a West Hartford location that usually has some stuff, or I've got to go into Massachusetts and pick up some stuff, but couldn't pass that up, especially Night of the Living Dead is my favorite movie. So next up we have one of my favorite films of this year. We have Pearl, a Ty West prequel with Mia Goth, of X, one of my other favorite films of this year. 2 great releases by 2 awesome individuals in 1 year, portraying the same storyline is absolutely really great prequel about Pearl, who, for those who don't know, is the old lady in X, and Mia Goth plays both characters. In X, the old lady and the younger Maxine. And in Pearl, she plays Pearl, and it's a younger Pearl, so it was kind of, you know, a nice little, you know, callback, if you will. If you're not like super into the film, you like casually watch, like, oh, I remember her. She was in the, yeah. And then another A24 release, we have Men, which I believe was like $7.99. Heard some mixed things about this. Heard it was really good, then I heard it was really crappy. So I don't know. You know, for $8, I'll take the gamble on it. And then we have another stack of 4Ks, mostly from the week of Thanksgiving. We have the Untouchables with the slipcover, 4K. Very excited to have that. Heavy Metal in 4K. Also another great one to kind of just sit back and, you know, enjoy yourself. We have Akira for some of y'all out there. Really great anime film from the 80s. Clockwork Orange, also in 4K. Stanley Kubrick, one of the top Stanley Kubrick films, based on a novel. But more, it's, you know, it's Clockwork Orange. And one of my favorite films, we have Inglourious Basterds in 4K. Now, there was a Steelbook release of this as well, but I'm like, I don't want to pay the extra, like, $20 just to get packaging. So, finally have this in 4K. I've been waiting a long time to actually get that going. But that is it for my Black Friday pickups slash, we'll say retail pickups for November. Stay tuned for part 2, where I go over one collection that I picked up, or part of a collection that I picked up from my work at the pawn shop. So that should be really fun, really spooky, really terrifying, really gross, really bleh. So hopefully you stick around for that. Thank you for checking out this video. If you liked it, please subscribe, like down below. And what did you guys get for Black Friday? Sound off down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.